All right, guys, Macabre Mondays part 2 on the Cecil Hotel. Last week was intense. We learned about some serial killers that lived there and some of the history of the Cecil Hotel. And this week, it's going to be all about how people decided to take their own lives in their hands. And, of course, Elisa Lam. I think a more appropriate name to the Cecil Hotel would probably be Suicide Hotel. And honestly, y'all probably won't even believe what I'm about to tell you because it's so freaking bizarre and I've never heard of this in my life. So let me just start going down the list, okay? Because apparently, if you're a woman that's having a rough time, the Cecil is the place that you went to go jump out a window. Apparently, maybe there's flyers being passed out. Oh, feeling like dying? Go to the Cecil and have a gander out the window. Fly like a bird. Well, you know what? That's apparently what Helen Gurney, who had registered a week prior as Margaret Brown, thought. Because, she decided to leap from her 7th-story window and landed on the Hotel Marquis. Just stayed there, dead, lying up there. She was one of the firsts. She won't be the last because then we go, to Julia Moore, who jumped from her 8th-story window. Because why wouldn't you? And she landed on the 2nd-story light well. So not only is people jumping on things, they're landing on crap too, and that sucks. We're not done yet, and this is what I would consider a real bad day. Really bad day if you decide to walk underneath the Cecil Hotel because you have a woman by the name Pauline Otten, not $27. Maybe she was worth that. I don't know. I'm not going to judge. Anyway, she was 27 years old. And she decided to jump from her 9th-story window after an alleged fight with her estranged husband. There's no real, way to prove that because, I don't know. But she's flying through the air. Woo! Flying. This is it. My moment's come. Poor old George Giannini, 65 years old, is just walking. Maybe he was going to go get some lunch. Who knows? But she lands on him. And she kills him instantly. And also kills herself. And I say to that, how selfish. Okay? Just killing that poor old man. He's just trying to get to wherever he's trying to get and to go. And you go ahead and give him a little bit of a jump and a kill? That's just unfortunate. That's just bad timing. But tell me why. Tell me why 3 different women, only women, have you guys noticed this? Only women die at this hotel. You're not hearing about men dying. Literally, George is the only man on the property that's died. What the hell is that about? Why does this place hate women so much? And why do these women have such an affinity with jumping out windows? Somebody tell me, because I don't know, and it's starting to really stress me out. We're about to get to the weirdest of the weird. I don't know if I'm completely prepared to talk about it, because it's real weird. Okay, guys, it's that time of the program where we just can't beat around the bush anymore and get to the main story, which is Elisa Lam. The mysterious case of Elisa Lam. Well, January 2013, 21-year-old Asian Canadian girl by the name of Elisa Lam decides to come on a solo trip to LA. Apparently, the trip was supposed to end in Santa Cruz. She never made it there. Apparently, she was bipolar. Can't really get that confirmed. We've all seen the video, right? The elevator video where she's in there doing her paranormal dance of who knows what, hiding from who knows who, right? It's bizarre. You can tell her movements aren't normal. The autopsy report also, by the way, proved that she had no drugs or anything in her system. So that wasn't like a drug moment. She looked terrified. She was hiding from somebody. And what was with the elevator doors not closing? Okay, there's nothing in the way, or was there? Guys, it's just bizarre. It's beyond bizarre. Couple facts. Obviously, her body was found in the water tank, naked. No clothes outside. How did that happen? How did she get to the roof? Well, there's a fire escape that gets to the roof, but to get to the fire escape, you have to go to the fire exit, which trips an alarm. The alarm was never tripped. Then also, how did she get in the water tank? Okay, because the police people had a really hard time even opening the damn tank up. I think they had to, break it open and then had a couple people lift it. So how does this small little woman get herself in there. And that's not even, honestly, as tragic and disgusting and horrible as that is. What's really upsetting is that it took them 2 weeks to notice that this girl was missing. Like, where was her family in a situation? Were they calling people? What was happening? It was the residents of the hotel that had tasted the water. Water didn't taste right. Oh, water didn't look right either. Huh? What's that about? Want a clear glass of water? That ain't clear. What's that? Oh, it's decomposing body in my freaking water. What? It's completely unexplained. There's no fingerprints. There's nobody saying. There was nobody seeing them. There was no footage of anybody else in the elevator, anybody else going up the fire escape. Who did it? Did somebody kill her, or was she just another victim of the Cecil Hotel? And here's some real weirdness. You might think that Elisa Lam's death, just her died. She was the one affected by it. No, that's not true. Because very shortly after her death, Skid Row is like right there. It's just like chilling right there, There was a deadly outbreak of tuberculosis. Oh, Malia. What does that matter? Who cares? I'll tell you why it matters. Because the test they use to test tuberculosis, you want to know what it's called? Lam Elisa. What? Because honestly, people have said it. There are people that are convinced that this place is, satanic, a part of the occult. Who knows? And you know what? I'm usually kind of like, I'll believe it when I see it, but I am not going to lie. It is absolutely bizarre the amount of deaths when it comes to women and the kind of people this place attracts. And it was, you know what? I really wanted to be able to get in there and explore the hotel. I really did. And I wanted to, film in the elevator and walk down the hallways and do my recon. But when I walked into the lobby of this place, and of course now it's called the Stay on Main. It's no longer called the Cecil Hotel because a lot of bad press. Can't blame them for doing that. Of course, there's still markings that it is the Hotel Cecil. This place is fancy. When you walk in, you don't think, oh, death all the time and suicide. It's all I think about when I'm in here. No, they even had a sign for a continental breakfast of waffles. Okay. But the security there was on crazy lockdown, which, obviously makes sense. This place is, it's not Disneyland, although Richard Ramirez maybe thinks maybe it is, but it's not. And so, I tried to go to the concierge and I was like, oh, excuse me, but I'm a student and I'm doing a report on 1920s architecture in downtown LA. And the guy was like, yeah, I would love to help you, but my GM isn't here and I need to ask her for permission. Whatever. Point is I couldn't get inside, which kind of actually, if I'm gonna be real, makes it seem even more mysterious to me because it's just on such lockdown. And I spend a lot of time standing across the street from the building and just looking up at it, trying to picture what it's like to watch these women. What did their faces look like when they jumped? Was it relief? Was it panic? Was it their choice at all? Or were they possibly taken over by whatever dark spirit and energy resides in the Hotel Cecil? Who's to say? So my thoughts on the Cecil Hotel in conclusion. If you're a woman, please don't go there by yourself. You know what? I can't say what's there. I can't say why it is the way it is, why it's got such a dark history. All I know is possibly some things aren't meant to be solved and maybe we'll never have the answers. Who killed Elisa Lam? I don't know. What forced those women to jump from those windows? Why did so many serial killers want to stay there? What is it about the Cecil Hotel that breathes such darkness? Hey, if you really want to go check out a place that is severely messed up and that's got a truly dark history, go check it out for yourself. Probably can't walk around the place, but hey, if you want to just go see it for yourself, see the infamous elevators, Main Street, downtown LA. It's a doozy.